We saw Nigerian teams, do so well in the first leg of the CAF Champions League. I mean,
And the CAF Confederations Cup
in the
too.
CAF Confederations Cup, we saw Rivers United, winning 3-0 at home to Watanga. Remo Stars, traveled to Morocco. That atmosphere. I mean, Moroccans, they really come out to support their team, be it whatever tournaments they are playing in. The crowd, the atmosphere.
It's what they're used to. So they can't step it down. They're used to supporting their team in the league. So anything even above the league, it's beautiful.
We just hope we could replicate that here, when Remo Stars play the reverse fixture.
We don't support football. We're not football fans. We support the rich man that owns the club so that he can give us money. We don't support football. Now, see,
that's another discussion.
That's a discussion for another day. So let's not even replicate what Nigeria cannot and will not replicate it in our lifetime. This is not a joke. It's not ask for replicate what. The people who follow football today follow the owner of the club if he's rich. Once the owner of that club, when Baribote had money, his brother was the governor of the state. When he had money, everybody was trooping around him. In 2008, when Bayelsa United won the league. When he became Nembe City, when he was running Nembe City and he had to use his pure water business to run, once they know that the man not get money again, everybody left him. They don't support football club. They support the chairman so that the chairman will give them money. There's nobody supporting any football club anywhere in Nigeria.
All right, Nigerian teams in CAF tournaments, good
Maybe
results.
Kano.
Kano, they always have fans trooping in to watch the games. But, I mean, good results first leg. Remo Stars draw away from home. Plateau United, a draw away from home. Kwara United, at the MJA Stadium, won 3-0. And, Rivers United, like I said earlier, winning as well at home 3-0. And, heading into the second leg, what are the chances of these Nigerian teams progressing into the next round? I mean, Remo Stars drawing away in Morocco. Do you think they're going to, get the job done here in Nigeria when they play the reverse fixture? Kwara United as well, traveling away. Do you think they're going to hold on to that 3-0 advantage and move on to the next round? So, generally, what are the chances of Nigerian teams in this tournament from this first leg we've seen so far?
Rivers United impressed me because when I saw them play at the Valley Jets tournament, I was like, this is the team that's representing us on the continent. But then again, Stanley Goma showed why he's the Don. Is the Fabio Capello of on this Alex Ferguson of Nigerian football. Yeah. He's been around. He's won the National FA Cup with the Division 2 Eagles Dolphins back in the day. Is it's everything to be won domestically is done, and he's taken teams on the continent and gone all the way to the semi-finals if I'm not mistaken. I need to check that with China Acheru, but his experience is not something you want to throw to the garbage. It's not something you want to write and say, come on. No. It's one of the most experienced. He was on the bench when Enyimba won the Champions League. So when it comes to the continent, he knows his onion. But then there is also the political side. I'm not going to sit here and underrate Barrister Christopher Green. I'm very, very stupid to say that. Barrister Christopher Green also presided over the technical department of the NFF when we qualified for the World Cup in 2014, and he did his level best to make sure we got to the round of 16. The reason why we did not beat France was not because France was better than us. The reason why we did not beat France was that financial problem where the government have to put money on the charter flights and send to Brazil, and the players were counting money all night, and it affected the psychology of the team. But even at that, we played France to a standstill until they got our players injured, Onazi and Babatunde Michael. So when they got those two players injured, then all of a sudden Valbuena started playing football. Onazi had zipped him in his back pocket and was running around with him. It wasn't even evident, in the game. But then, so a man like Christopher Green is not somebody to take for granted. And for the time being, Governor Wike, one of the, easy spending governors, is there. So they're going to get that. I don't know what happened in the next round. I am hoping that this team gets to the group stage. I'm really, really desperate to see that happen. Having said that, Kwara United, if I'm looking based on the strength of play, and then a big shout out to the Kwara United people, just immediately after the match, the highlight of the game came out on YouTube, and it was as beautiful as you get in Europe anywhere. I hope that those guys in Rivers United are seeing that, and those in Plateau United are also seeing that, and the other clubs in the country. I think that the chances they created in the second half was enough to have scored 10 goals, even because the 3 goals were scored in the first half of the game, and then in the second half they created more glaring chances. The opposition was intimidated, they were scared. I don't know what's going to happen away from home, but I think that Kwara United, the way they play, they will score in Kwara. They will score away from home to continue their progress to the next round, and then what happens there, I don't know. Now, talking about Plateau United, going away to play 2-2 draw, for me, I was surprised. I wasn't expecting it, but then they did that. So kudos to them. The team that played the toughest competition, the toughest game was Remo Stars. I mean, this is far about we're talking about. This is not just a walkover side. This is a Moroccan team. This is a team that normally should be in the group stage of the competition. So should be playing in the Champions League even. So playing against small boys. If you look at the Remo Stars team, and our producer has even pointed it out, they have height issues. They don't really have tall players. It's small kids. I understand that the project for Remo Stars is marketing. Okay, let's get these young players and then be able to sell them at premium rates to European clubs, which is good. It's a good project. And the fact that even in their first season, they qualified to play on the continent, this is our first continental outing, and they were not intimidated. As a matter of fact, the home team should be the one that was intimidated. I can't remember the last time where a Nigerian team was going on the continent. They have their own private jet. They're flying. You know, this is what professional football is supposed to be. This is the thing that I keep saying, that people like Sporting Lagos or Lekki United should go and learn what Coalition Ahmed is doing right. Having said that, in football, you cannot take your eye off the ball. You can't take your foot off the pedal, because one slip up, one mistake, and you're beaten. So with a 1-1 draw, the opposition will say, if they can come here to get a draw, we can also go there and do something. But I think that they will go through. The team that I'm not really too sure of is, historically, Plateau United have lost continental games at home before against Simba, against some of the teams. So I'm looking at them and saying that they should have learned from that experience. I hope that they go through, and then what happens in the next round. But then with Fidelis Ilechukwu as their coach, and Fidelis Ilechukwu is a coach who hardly lose at home, who also know how to galvanize his team and put them well. He's practically astute. He's learned the job from MFM to Heartland FC of Owerri. I think it's going to, magically work his way and get them going again tactically. Make sure that they score. Fidelis Ilechukwu also is the kind of coach that coaches teams that score goals anywhere they play. And I like his confidence and I like his attitude. The signs are good. The signs are good. Unless we take our foot off the pedal, take our eyes off the prize, I think that we've got teams that will go to the next round. It is when we get to the next round for Plateau United and Rivers United that my heart might skip a beat. But as it is right now, I think we are all four teams are going to the next round.
All right, to be specific, for Remo Stars and Kwara United is the CAF Confederations Cup, and for Rivers United and Plateau United is the CAF Champions League.
You are listening to Elegbete TV Radio.